One stone, David, and the giant. Have you ever faced a challenge that seemed impossible to overcome? Israel stood on one hill, staring across at a looming giant. Every morning, the enemy arrayed for battle across the valley. From the front line stepped a mountain of a man, Goliath. 9 feet tall, armor gleaming like steel fire in the sunday. His voice rolled through the valley, taunting and bold. "Send someone to fight me," he roared. No one stepped forward. Even the king held back. Fear settled like dust on the camp. Day after day, the challenge returned with the burning Sunday. Silence, shame, and the weight of waiting stretched to 40 days. Then a young shepherd arrived with bread for his brothers. He listened to the taunts and saw the fear in every face. "Why isn't anyone doing something?" he asked, incredulous. They laughed and told him to go home to his sheep. But in his heart, this was about faith more than fighting. He asked to see the king and spoke with quiet courage. "I've faced lions and bears. God rescued me before," he said. "He'll rescue me now." The words settled like anchors. Saul agreed and offered his own royal armor to David. David tried it on, but it weighed him down and felt wrong. He took it off and chose what he knew, a sling and stones. He stepped into the sunlight and headed for the brook. At the water's edge, he chose 5 smooth stones carefully. With sling in hand, he turned toward the waiting giant. He walked out alone while 2 armies held their breath. The giant watched him approach, amused and unshaken. The earth felt hot, the air shimmered with heat and tension. David kept moving, sling loose, heart steady, eyes clear. 2 figures now, framed by a vast, unblinking sky. The giant laughed when he saw who stood before him. "Am I a dog that you come at me with sticks?" he sneered. David answered with faith, not fear or bravado. "You come with sword and spear. I come in the Lord's name." The valley seemed to tighten, as if holding its breath. David set his stance and let everything else fall away. Across the valley, Israel watched from the ridge in silence. Then David ran forward straight toward the giant. The sling cut circles through the hot, still air. Goliath braced, shield up, scoffing even now. David loosed the stone, and it hissed through the heat. The stone found the only opening between the giant's eyes. In a heartbeat, the giant staggered, then began to fall. He struck the ground, and the valley went silent. Across the ridge, Israel inhaled as one astonished. And then cheers erupted, rolling like wind over rock. Courage returned. Israel surged forward down the hill. The Philistines faltered, their iron line breaking apart. In the valley's glare, victory took root in dust and breath. We all have giants' voices that say we're not enough. Those giants shout, but they cannot define our future. Sometimes all we hold are small stones and simple prayers. In God's hands, small things undo the loudest threats. When the giant looks too big, remember one stone is enough. Faith turns empty ground into a place of courage. Israel gathered with new strength, hearts lifted high. David stood quiet, more grateful than triumphant. He reminded a nation, faith is stronger than fear. Your giants may shout, but they cannot have the final word. Take the next small step, your stone, your yes, your prayer. Remember, it only takes one stone and a heart that believes.